Hello Fumi Nation, welcome back to my channel. This episode is dedicated to Osinachi Onwachukwu, a 42-year-old beautiful gospel singer, super talented, mother of 4 children, 3 boys and 1 girl, who died under suspicious circumstances. She had throat cancer, but it has come to light that she was in a terribly abusive marriage. And apparently she had been in hospital for 2 months, not about the throat cancer, but about beatings that she had suffered from her husband, who had kicked her in her chest, and the doctors found clots in her chest. She was in intensive care for 5 days before she finally died. I did not know about her. It was you, Fumi Nation, who brought her beautiful talent to light. She's exactly 10 years younger than me, born in 1979, and I googled her, and her voice is like that of Whitney Houston. I mean, there is no auto-tune. She was gifted, and she was also a twin. She had, I think, 6 siblings, 7 siblings in all. And 42 is just too young to die. And this episode is dedicated to her, highlighting domestic abuse. We're going to have a makeup tutorial because I need some kind of therapy so I can kind of calm down, because this is a lot. And in a couple of last episodes, you guys had said, Fumi, we love that red eye that you did. So we're going to do that. And I'll tell you here and now, the pencil is by NARS. That's what I used on my eye. You can be creative. And it is called Broadway. Yeah. So let us start. I don't care how fabulous that marriage is. The second he puts his hands on you, there's a situation. You can ask any woman in a domestic violent relationship and she'll tell you the first time you're shocked. The first time you are shocked. The second time, well, he did it before. It's in your power to walk up out that door with your children and leave. We're using the Morphe palette. I live for this palette. I love the browns right here. I'm just going to warm up my whole base right here. Just give it some depth. I just want that beautiful brown. This is not an isolated case. There's domestic abuse throughout the world. I'm using a pencil brush, MAC brush, and this is 217, using JUVIAS Place, discount code Fumi, and I'm just using Chad. And what I'm doing is that I'm putting it across, can you see, and then at the edge, just to give it shape, okay? And just going right where my crease of the eye is, so that when you open there, you still have that depth. So that's where we're going, okay? Then I'm going to take another pencil and just really buff it out. Okay, so that you don't have any sharp edges. You just want it to be really nice. Then with the pencil Broadway, you're going to line underneath your eyes in the waterline and outside the lid, because you want this color to pop. There you go, my darlings. You should have something like this. Then we're going to go in with JUVIAS Place, and this is the Saharan palette too. We're going to go in with this beautiful burgundy shade, and you're going to put this on the outer V of your eye, okay? And that just really pops the look. It really just gives it the oh wow factor. And you put it all around here, and it is one of the most attractive eye shades that you will have on deeper skin tones. You pat and you blend, okay? Domestic abuse is never okay. If you feel for whatever reason that you are in a relationship that you can't get out of, tell somebody. Tell somebody. Anybody. Let them know. The other day on Instagram, I saw something which was amazing. They are signs that you can give somebody else who will alert the police that you're in trouble. Your abuser will not know. You give those signs and you go with your children. Is it going to be hard? Is it going to be difficult at first? Yes. But for you to stay in that relationship, you just might lose your life over it. Not a good idea. We're going in with the Morphe palette, love it. And you can see there's a beautiful crimson highlighter red right here. And we're going to put that in the inner tear ducts of the eye just to pop it a little bit. Just to give it that oomph. There we go. Oh, yes, 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 yes. There we go. So I'm going to put on my lashes, mascara, and I'll be right back. Do we love, my darlings? Do we love fabulosity? Then you know what you can do? You can take your concealer, any concealer, angle brush, this one from Juvia's Place, fabulous. I use it all the time. And you can just go in and sharpen it by just doing a concealer line right there and then using your fingers just to dab it out. Are we living, my darlings? Are we living? That is the look, my darlings. Whoosh. That's what you do for the eyes. And I guess I should add a little something. Let me take my Uoma, love this palette, highlighter palette. Christina bought me this. My beautiful bestie. We're going to use You Glow Girl right here. And I'm using the 131 brush by Morphe. Everything. And we're just going to have some dancing stars falling from the very high tops of your brow. Right there. This is where you want it. You use the brush and you just drag it down. Okay? And then the excess you can just use on the outer and inner part of the high tops of the brow so that you get this look. And you can just wipe off the excess. Are we living? There we go. So that it kind of just flows into the eye story that I've already done. Voila. And so, my darlings, I come to story time. I'm going to use Jaclyn Hill's palette, and I'm going to use the orange. Why not? Yeah. Listen to the story. There was a wonderful girlfriend. This was the early days of Instagram. Early days. Isn't this blusher nice? Look, really nice. Really, really nice. And I like it because it lasts all day. And this is the orange one. Let me show you. It's the orange one right here. Yes, I've changed it. You started yes. I called you up, but I don't think you heard me. Yeah. Tall, beautiful, model-esque, always laughing, always smiling, always smiling. She invited me to her wedding in Italy. Unfortunately, I couldn't go because I had prior engagements. But I followed her through, supported her, everything. She had a wonderful, beautiful baby girl. And she was really popular on Instagram. And at that time, this was like 2012, 2013, she had about 50,000 subscribers on Instagram that time. Needless to say, life went on. Juvia's Place highlighter, what can I tell you? Guilty. I'm just going to swirl this. Always use a smaller brush when you do your highlighters. I've come to realize that it works out for the best. Put it right on the high tops. This is where you want your highlighter to be. Okay? Right there. Nothing lower. And you can use another brush and just diffuse it. Yes. And you can use your blusher brush to diffuse it if you want to. But you want it on the high tops right there. Life went on. I saw her on Instagram, saw her beautiful daughter, saw her beautiful husband. And then I didn't see her anymore. But I didn't think anything of it. Again, like I said, we were friends. And then put it in the corner of your temple right there so that any angle you look, you're glowing. And put it in the next one. And then you can blur it out. But that is where you should have your glow. So after not seeing her for a while, I decided to hit her up on WhatsApp. This, my darlings, is called Naked. It's by Sleek. Because everything is glowy and colorful, we're going to use a wonderful neutral lip. And this, my darling, is one of the most neutrals ever. It's a bit bright. Put it on the inside. There you go. And then take Juvia's Place Lady, which is a bit darker, and put that on the outside. See? Take the chestnut pencil. Go under the lip. Because it gives it that contour. Graze it in. See? There you go. And then just push it in. And there you have it, my darlings. And some of you might be asking what foundation I'm using. NARS, and this one, darling, it is called Igakao. This is the foundation, and it is a flawless match. Anyway, like as I was saying, so I called my girlfriend and I was like, darling, Ruth, I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on? Are you okay? You know, how's the baby girl? I'm sure she's no longer a baby. And that was when she showed me the bruises. I was so shocked. I was so shocked because it was such love all over social media. Let us use Fenty, and this one is called What's It Do? I was so shocked. I was so heartbroken. I could not believe it. This was this wonderful girl who was in a terribly abusive marriage. And what was shocking, the abuse started right at the honeymoon. And it was the first wife who came to her at the wedding and said, don't do this. Don't do this. It took her 7 years for her to find out why. She's divorcing him, she's moved out with her daughter, and she's living a better life. Guys, if you're in that kind of situation, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It breaks your spirit, it breaks your confidence, you begin to feel insecure, you begin to feel unworthy, you look into the mirror and you no longer recognize the person you once were. Don't do it. And I would say this most especially because you have children, you have to go. Because they will be raised in this kind of toxic environment where they will think that it's okay to behave like this. Both boys, both girls. Don't do it. Go. In this circumstance, absolutely leave. With all of my love, darlings, this is more or less of a sober reflection. You know, I really want to send the message out there with my platforms. We have fun, we laugh, we do all the kind of things, but this is a serious issue. And might I say thank you very much to my Fumi Nation who brought this particular beautiful, talented singer, gospel singer, to my attention. I had never heard of her, and may she rest in eternal peace. All of my love, darlings. Take care of yourself.